Hi, welcome to PhDizzle, and I'm your host Alice Cheng, and today we're interviewing Dr. Vinita Bharat.
Yes, that's correct.
Who got her PhD in neuroscience from the International Max Planck Research School and is now doing a postdoc also in neuroscience at Stanford.
Yes.
Tell me about what you did in, Max Planck is in Germany, right?
Yes, Max Planck is in Germany. Max Planck is like a big institute.
Wow.
And Göttingen is like a city full of science. 40, 50 Nobel laureates coming out from this small city.
Oh man.
Yeah, my focus was cellular and molecular neuroscience. So I was studying the trafficking of vesicles, which is like a cargo, like how things are moved in neurons from one place to another.
Oh, okay.
So we were basically trying to dissect the mechanism, how we learn and memorize things.
Okay.
I was working in a region called hippocampus,
Okay.
which is basically a learning center, learning and memory center.
Okay, so you're saying when you're actually, let's say you're like reading a book or studying for a test, there's actually like mechanical things going on in your brain?
That's like, it's super crazy because it's like a whole net, like it's a road traffic, you know, like there are things moving all around. Even while talking to you right now, there are 1,000 things moving in my head and in yours too.
And mine too, yeah.
So it's such an amazing mechanism because they have like a leg kind of thing on which it moves, and it's like a motor molecule. So
Okay.
a cargo sits on a motor molecule and then it moves in the axon, and then it delivers its things and get back the empty cargo, and then takes new thing and then move again.
Okay, so it's almost like you're delivering bits of information.
Exactly.
And
And it's like exactly like how highways work here, you know.
Wow.
Like you have like cargo trucks and stuff which carry the things and then move from one place to another.
Okay, and
Yeah.
now at Stanford, do you do similar type of work?
Oh, earlier I used to do work with rodents like mice and rat.
Okay.
And now I've moved into patients.
Oh man.
So I'm not looking at I'm not looking at the trafficking in there of vesicles, but I'm looking in mitochondria trafficking.
Okay.
So we are working with iPSC cells, which are stem cells.
Okay.
So in neuroscience now, you can convert any cell into neurons.
Any cell you can turn into a neuron.
Yeah, any stem cell,
Any stem
but
cell,
people
okay.
have now discovered that you can even convert skin cells into neurons by adding more transcription factors
Oh
and stuff.
man. Okay.
So we are right now studying neurodegenerative patients like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and studying the mitochondria, which is like an energy source. So what happens to the neurons? Because in the patient neurons, they are basically not healthy.
Right.
And because energy is not there, and the
Right.
energy source is mitochondria.
It's like the motor that's powering the vehicle that's moving all the things around in your brain.
It's like a fuel for the whole cell to work. Energy is given by a mitochondria.
Okay.
So we are basically in our lab, we are studying how mitochondrial defects are present, what can be done to improve those in those patients.
Oh, so you mentioned you really like communicating science to the public.
Yes, I do. I really enjoy it.
It was like super passionate.
Yes, super duper
So what are you doing in that space?
So during my PhD, I used to go for vacations to India, my home country.
Okay.
So I used to visit schools and started like in presentations for them in a fun way, so that they can understand what is science and what scientists do inside the lab. So one day I was like just doodling, and few of my friends suggested, why don't you put it on like online, you know, everybody should see it. And I started this platform, Fuzzy Synapse, and I've got like amazing response, my friends, family, and like even now I have like so many collaborators around the world. The amount of people who have responded to me after I have started this platform, I've never seen in my PhD people responding to the research when I go to conferences, right? Scientists are appreciating it, non-scientists are appreciating it, kids are liking it. So it's like a nice way to just spread science.
And you've already started making some things, right? Like postcards?
Oh yes, I do have some.
Well look, you just happen to have it right there in your hand. So what do they look like? Can we see some?
Yeah, so this is the first one, which is cell cycle, which is a...
So that's a cell?
On a cycle. This is one of the first ones which I drew, which is just because we are so stressed in our life. So it's just a mantra that keep calm and cycle on, that you would be good. And in cells also, like cells, if they keep the cell cycle on, they can divide and they can be healthy and they can keep. So this is one of them.
I get it, okay. I could see one of those little neurons being like a stuffed animal too. I bet you could do that.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
I know. You should hire me as a
I should credit you.
PhDizzle.
Having fun with smart people doing cool things.
Yay!